There is something nobody warns you about when you want something badly enough. The wanting itself becomes the problem. Think about the last time you really wanted something. A relationship, a job, a version of your life that felt just out of reach. You thought about it constantly. You planned for it. You checked for signs of it. You adjusted yourself around it. You needed it. And the more you needed it, the further away it seemed to get. That is not a coincidence. That is a law. And once you understand why it works that way, you cannot unsee it. It changes how you move through the world. It changes how you pursue things. It changes everything. Here is the truth that took most people decades to figure out. Desperation is a frequency, and nothing you actually want operates on that frequency. When you are gripping something so tightly, when your entire sense of peace depends on getting a specific outcome, you are sending out a signal to the world that says, I am not okay without this. And the world responds to that signal in ways that confirm exactly what you fear. The person you like too much senses the pressure and pulls back. The opportunity you are forcing starts to fall apart. The thing you are chasing keeps moving just beyond your reach. Not because the universe is cruel, but because you are operating from a place of lack. And lack attracts lack. The ancient Taoists called this Wu Wei. It translates roughly to effortless action, or non-forcing. The idea is that there is a natural flow to everything. And when you align with that flow instead of fighting it, things move toward you. When you fight the current, you exhaust yourself and go nowhere. When you stop fighting and start flowing, the river carries you exactly where you need to be. This is not about being passive. This is not about giving up or not caring. That is the part most people misunderstand. Letting go is not the same as not wanting. You can still want something deeply. You can still work toward it with everything you have. The difference is in what happens inside you when you do not have it yet. The difference is whether your peace depends on the outcome. Think about the best athletes in the world. The ones performing at the highest level are not the ones white-knuckling every moment. They are the ones who have done the work so thoroughly that when game time comes, they can let go of the result and just play. They are fully present, fully free, and that freedom is exactly what allows them to perform at a level that forcing never could. The same thing happens in every area of life. The person who lands the job they want is rarely the one who needed the job the most in the room. It is the one who walked in already okay, already whole. The neediness was invisible in one, and the ease was undeniable in the other. People can feel it. Opportunities can feel it. Life can feel it. There is a concept in psychology called the observer effect. When you watch something too closely, you change it. You alter the outcome just by the intensity of your attention. Relationships do this all the time. The moment you start monitoring every text, analyzing every word, measuring every interaction for signs of what you need to see, you have changed the dynamic. You are no longer in a relationship. You are in surveillance. And nobody feels free under surveillance. But here's where it gets interesting. Here's the part that actually gives you the thing you want. When you let go of the outcome, you free up all of that energy you were spending on gripping. All of that mental bandwidth you were using to monitor and analyze and worry. And that energy goes somewhere. It goes back into you. It goes into your presence, your creativity, your confidence, your ability to actually show up fully in the moments that matter. And presence is magnetic. Real confidence is magnetic. Not the performed kind. Not the kind that is secretly just fear, dressed up in bravado. The real kind that comes from someone who is genuinely okay with however things unfold. That quality draws people in. It opens doors. It creates the exact conditions that allow the thing you wanted to finally arrive. This is why so many people get the relationship after they stopped looking. Get the opportunity after they made peace with not having it. Finally feel good in their body after they stopped punishing it for not being different. The moment the grip loosens, things start to move. Think about water. Water does not force its way anywhere. It flows. It finds the path of least resistance. And yet water carved the Grand Canyon. Water shapes continents. The softest thing in the world, over time, overcomes the hardest. Not through force, through consistency and surrender. You have to become like water. So what does this actually look like in practice? Because this can sound beautiful in theory and completely impossible when you are in the middle of wanting something so badly it hurts. The first thing is to find your okay. Whatever you are desperately chasing right now, you need to build a version of your life that feels genuinely good without it. Not pretending, not convincing yourself you do not want it. Actually building something that has meaning and joy and purpose, whether or not that thing ever comes. When you have that foundation, you stop needing the outcome to save you. And that shifts everything. The second thing is to redirect your energy from the outcome to the process. Stop measuring how close you are to the thing you want. Start pouring yourself into the work, the growth, the daily practice of becoming the person who is ready for it. When you fall in love with the process, the outcome stops being a life or death situation. It becomes a natural result of who you are becoming. The third thing is to trust something larger than your timeline. Most of the things that have genuinely transformed your life probably did not arrive when you demanded them. They arrived when you were ready. Sometimes what feels like a door closing is just the universe rerouting you towards something better than what you were asking for. The loss that made room, the rejection that redirected, the delay that protected you from something you could not see. Letting go is an act of trust. It is saying, I want this, and I'm going to do everything in my power to move toward it, but I'm not going to let my peace be held hostage by whether it happens on my schedule in the way I imagined. And that trust, that surrender, that willingness to release the grip is not weakness. It is the most powerful thing you can do. Because the things worth having are not drawn to desperation. They are drawn to wholeness. They are drawn to the person who has already decided they are enough, regardless of the outcome. Become that person. Do the work. Let go of the result. And watch how quickly the things you stop chasing start finding their way to you.